Hey everybody, Bratboy90, welcome to MixedGrid. I am going to go over how to pick up about a horsepower, about a foot-pound of torque for free in your GSX-8R or 8S, and it's really simple to do. VCycleNut actually found this. I believe he found it, at least he documented it and proved it in dyno results. So get some more intake sound, which if you don't want a louder bike, I guess don't do this. But huge gains across the whole torque curve and power curve, and about in peak power, total peak, you'll gain about 1 on each side. But big gains to be made throughout and a much smoother power band curve. So gonna show you exactly how to do it, because his video, no offense to him, thank you for doing what you've done for the community, is a little lacking for some users, I think. So gonna show you how to do that real simple, real easy on your bike. All right, so there's only 2 tools you need: a Phillips head screwdriver and your key. The other tool you're actually going to get out of your bike. So first off, we're going to have to take off our back seat, which is simply this guy right here. And just, if you need to, you apply a little bit of downward force. That's because I have this seat on. So now the extra tool I'm discussing is actually right here. You're going to need, I believe it's this bigger guy right here. Just pops out. It's an Allen. Need that guy. All right, so with our Allen, our key is in. We can leave that there. With our Allen, we're simply going to take off our driver's seat. Be careful not to obviously strip it or anything. Always make sure you got it fully inserted into the hole. And set this screw somewhere safe. We're not going to want to misplace that. It is not captive. So all right, so then we can actually just lift this a little and slide straight back. Our seat comes out, and you'll see there's actually extra tool here, which is a Phillips head screwdriver, or sorry, a flathead screwdriver, and the handle to it. Now you could probably use that and get away with it, but we're going to use a Phillips. Set your seat aside, set this tool aside, probably with your bolt. Okay, so the mod we're going to be doing is actually the intake here. So what's best is to simply remove your battery. And to remove the battery, I believe all we need to do is take off our battery connectors. So Phillips head, take out these Phillips. Now you want to make sure you don't lose A, the screw, or B, there's a little there's a captive guy there. Ooh, I actually unscrewed the wrong side first. That is my mistake. You should always disconnect your negative first. So I gotta be a little careful right now. And it's not a massive deal, but it is a known thing. So what I recommend is you actually re-screw in your bolt, because there's a little captive piece there. Let's see if I can show you guys in a second. And we don't want to have that fall inside the bike. So move your connections to the side. Mine has a trickle charger installed. You may not, so it might not be as much work as mine's being. Battery just comes straight up and out. So what I'm talking about is these little guys right here. They can fall out. See, they're not really captive by anything. So it's best to just put your screws back in, set the battery aside. So what we're going to be doing is actually taking off these guys right here, these 2 intake tubes you'll see, and maybe the lighting's not the best, but there's 2 intake tubes, and all I'm going to do to show you those, there's 2 Phillips, reposition the camera for you. There's 2 Phillips screws up top here.
So the 2 Phillips up top, there's 2 in the bottom. You'll see them, are a little hard to see in the video, but they're called captive and they cannot fall out. So just get them loose and then lift the airbox out. I will add, when you do this mod, you lose your left and right battery hold. You'll see those foam blocks attached to it. Those will be going away. So your battery isn't held left to right as it used to be.
No worries. So the mod actually is this foam piece. Just take it out, chuck it. It's really only meant to stop large particles, but let's be honest, your air filter is going to stop large particles and fine particles. So this is strictly nut power. It just is an extra pointless piece. The other mod that you're doing is you're actually deleting these guys. These guys are limiting the amount of airflow quite a bit. There's quite a restrictional choke point here at these curves. If you were to try to put your finger in, you can feel that it really gets choked down in a few spots. So all you're going to do is nicely squeeze. You can see on the inside here, it's just a little lip. Just push that lip up and nicely work around it, and your tube will just come out just like that. Sides, same thing. We're just gonna push on this little edge here and kind of nicely work around until it lets free on the, see how it kind of got pushed out? Just making it so you guys understand how to do this without damaging these. And they're really supple because they're brand new, so I wouldn't worry. So it comes out. You can always reinstall these, right? There's no big deal. Reinstall it if you need to. You got warranty work coming up. You're afraid your dealer's going to be a Nazi about it. Go for it. It's really not a big deal. All right, so then we're just going to reinstall our Airbox.
All right, so I'm not going to make you guys rewatch. You're just reinstalling back in reverse. So attach your 4 screws in your Airbox, and then you're going to move on to your battery. Make sure you attach your red post first, then your black post. And if you have a battery tender like I do, finagle those wires, make sure it's properly flushly secured where it mounts to the battery surface. Make sure those are tight, don't overdo it and break things, but make sure they're snug, real nice. And then you're just going to install the seat again.
So make sure you get this front little lip back under this guy right here. And this should line up with the screw. We'll grab our Allen and our screw back. But put our wrench back in so we have that.
All right, and then just reinstall your rear seat, and then I've got a quick clip for you guys here on how it sounds, but on the street, it is phenomenal.
Into neutral, start the bike up. Oh yeah, that has definitely got some engine grunt coming from there now. Right under the seat. So that's great. A lot lower tone, so I like it. It makes the grip power band smoother. I don't see a loss to this, especially I'm in Arizona where there's no rain ever, but I really wouldn't worry about rain if it's just minor rain. Like I said, this is all really protected in here with covers and plastics, and your legs are there too, further deflecting the rain from getting sucked up in there. So hey, I hope you guys found the video useful, and if you sure can, like, comment, subscribe on the video. Helps me out a ton. I will post some tools if you guys don't have tools for this. This is a pretty simple mod, but I'll post some tools down in the description to some Amazon links. If you buy stuff through Amazon with my links, it just helps me out a little bit. They're affiliate links. Costs you nothing more, just helps me, helps your channel grow, helps me buy stuff like these GoPros and stuff. So I appreciate everyone for watching. Again, comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.